Hello students, I am Professor Jadak Arias from Sau Sundarabai Mani Karsur Polytechnic, Charles Nagar. Let's start the session. We learn the problems of SFD and BMD of cantilever beam. First example, a cantilever beam of span 2 meter carries a load of 5 kilonewton at free end. Draw SFD and BMD. Okay. Let's start the solution. Given a data, first you have to draw the cantilever beam. This is a fixed end at point A. This is a free end. With the total span is 2 meter. This is a cantilever beam. Cantilever beam means one end is fixed and other end is free, having a 2 meter span. Then it carries, this cantilever beam carries a load of 5 kilonewton at free end. Point load of 5 kilonewton at a free end. This is the diagram. You have to read the example and draw the diagram. Then you have to calculate the reaction. This is step number 1. To calculate the reaction. Summation f of y is equal to 0. Upward forces take it positive, downward forces take it negative. The reaction occurs at a fixed end, that is at point A. This is nothing but the RA. RA goes to the upward, take it positive. This 5 kilonewton goes to the downward, take it a negative. Minus 5 is equal to 0. Therefore, RA is equal to, this minus 5 goes to this side, is equal to plus 5 kilonewton. This 5 kilonewton load is acting at the fixed end. This is the step number first. Then you have to write down this 5 kilonewton load on this side. Next, step number 2. To draw SFD. Draw the baseline. To draw the SFD, you should know that the sign conventions. This left side force goes to the upward and right side force goes to the downward. Then SF should be positive. The next, left side force goes to the downward and right side force goes to the upward. Then SF should be negative. And in short, you have to remember this sign convention. This is very useful when you have to calculate the shear force diagram of cantilever beam. You have to always start from right end to the left end, means right to left, means you have to always draw the SFD from free end to fixed end. For that you have to use the sign conventions. Downward take it positive, upward take it negative. So students, you have to remember these sign conventions only for drawing the shear force diagram. Let's see. Shear force at point shear force at point B. F means nothing but the shear force, B nothing but the shear force at point B is equal to, let's see the sign convention, right to the left, right to the left. This force goes to the downward, take it a positive. Notice the magnitude 5 kilonewton. Okay, at this is nothing but the baseline. Above the baseline take it positive, below the baseline take it negative. Our magnitude of this shear force at point B is 5 kilonewton, then goes to the upward above the baseline. Suppose this is a 5 kilonewton, they start from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 5 kilonewton shear force acting at a point B. The next point is shear force at point A. Consider, let's see, in between B to A, there is a no any force or no any load is acting in between. Therefore, you have to draw the horizontal line. You have to draw the horizontal line with the same magnitude of force, that is 5 kilonewton. And all of you know at point A how much force is acting, 5 kilonewton, and you are able to draw the positive shear force diagram, and this is your shear force diagram in kilonewton. Why kilonewton? Because the force is given in the kilonewton. Okay, this is the shear force diagram. Then next, to draw step number 3. Step number 3. To draw BMD, bending moment diagram. For that, same, you have to draw the baseline. Above the baseline, take it positive bending moment. Below the baseline, you have to consider the negative bending moments. Before drawing the bending moment diagram, you have to consider sign conventions. Suppose this left side and right side force is clockwise, left side clockwise and right side anti-clockwise, then bending moment is positive. Next, and this is also called as a sagging. This is also called as a sagging. This left side is anti-clockwise and right side is clockwise, then BM is a negative, and this is also called as a hogging. But students, you have to consider the upward force is positive and downward force is negative while drawing the or calculating the bending moment diagram. This is very important sign conventions. While drawing the SBMD, bending moment diagram, you have to always consider upward forces is positive and downward forces is negative. Okay. At point B, bending moment about point B is equal to 0. Why 0? Because the left side of the B, there is a no any span is there, or you can say that if a cantilever beam is there and cantilever beam at a free end, BM is 0. BM is 0. Okay, the next point is A. The next point is A. You have to calculate the bending moment about point A, and each and every bending moments of a cantilever beam, you have to start from a free end. You have to start from a free end. Again, when I have to calculate the bending moment about point A, then I start again free end. This at free end there is a 5 kilonewton load is acting downward. And downward you have to consider a negative. Bending moment means what? Force into perpendicular distance. This 5 goes to the downward, take it minus 5 into perpendicular distance about the point A is 2, means my movement, bending moment about point A is minus 10 kilonewton meter. Why 10 kilonewton meter? Because this force is in a kilonewton and distance is in a meter. Okay. Next we draw the diagram. Bending moment at point B is equal to 0. Then moment about point A is minus 10, means you have to draw the diagram below the baseline. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to the 10 kilonewton meter, and draw the straight inclined line. Why straight inclined line? Because in between A and B there is no load is acting. Okay, and this is the A point, this is the B point, and this diagram itself shows that negative bending moment, and that you can write down the name BMD in kilonewton meter. Okay, hello students, we are seeing the next example. A cantilever beam AB of span 3 meter is fixed at A. It carries a point load 10 kilonewton and 5 kilonewton at 1 meter, 1.5 meter and 3 meter from fixed support. Draw SF and BM diagram. Okay, all of you, first you have to read the example carefully. Then first draw the cantilever beam. And all of you know that. What is a cantilever beam? Solution given data. Cantilever beam means what? One end is fixed and other end is free. A cantilever beam AB. Here you write down the A point. Here you write down the B point. Of span 3 meter. Of span 3 meter. It carries, this cantilever beam carries a point load of 10 kilonewton. Read carefully. 10 kilonewton and 5 kilonewton at 1.5 meter and 3 meter from fixed end. You have to 10 kilonewton from 1.5 from the fixed end. This is your fixed end. From the fixed end 1.5 kilonewton. 1.5 kilonewton from fixed end. This is the point load is acting, having the 10 kilonewton, and second 5 kilonewton at 3 meter from the fixed end. 3 meter. This is the fixed end A and the distance is 3 meter. Having a second point load is 5 kilonewton. 5 kilonewton. Hello students, you have to read the problem carefully and draw this loading diagram. Loading diagram. Okay, the next one, step number 1. What is the step number 1? To find reaction. To find reaction. Step number 1. All of you know the sign convention. Summation f of y is equal to 0. Upward forces take it positive, downward forces take it negative. And if a cantilever beam is there and the reaction at fixed end. This is nothing but the RA. This at point A is goes to the upward. RA take it positive. You consider this is your C point. This C point force goes to the downward direction. Take it minus 10. Again next point load is at point B. It again goes to the downward. Take it minus is equal to 0. In this cantilever beam there are three forces is acting. RA is upward, take it positive. 10 goes to the downward, take it negative. Again 5 goes to the downward, take it negative. Then simply calculate the RA. Therefore RA is equal to 15 kilonewton. This minus 10 minus 5 minus 15, and this minus 15 goes to the right side. RA is equal to 15 kilonewton. After finding the reactions, you have to write down 15 kilonewton at the point A. Okay, this is the step number 1. Next, step number 2. To draw SFD. To draw the SFD. Then you have to draw the projection of each point load. How many point loads are there? A, B and C. Okay. Before calculating the shear force of each point, you have to draw the baseline, and all of you know above the baseline shear force is positive, below the baseline shear force is negative. And in the previous problems we learned the sign conventions, and I already told you in a cantilever beam you have to calculate the shear force from right side to left side. Right side to left side means right to left, and for that you have to consider sign conventions. Downward take it positive and upward take it negative, and this is very important sign conventions to draw the shear force diagram. Okay, let's start. All of you understood? To draw the shear force of each point, you have to consider a sign convention. Downward positive, upward negative. Okay, shear force at point B. Shear force at point B. Okay, therefore F suffix B, shear force at point B is equal to, what is the sign convention? Downward positive. At point B positive 5. Downward means positive, and what is the force is there? 5 kilonewton. Okay, means here at a baseline, this is your B point. At a B point, how much? 5. This goes to the plus 5 kilonewton. In between B and C there is no load. Then you have to draw the horizontal line with same shear force 5 kilonewton. Means here you have to write down the shear force at point C. Shear force means algebraic sum of 5 kilonewton. Okay, listen carefully. Suppose you have to calculate the shear force at point C. You have to carry the previous shear force, that is the 5 kilonewton. This carry from B to C. Okay, at point C, this previous plus 5 again there is another point load is there, again that goes to the downward. This plus 5 and another second is plus 10 5, that is total is 15 kilonewton, and shear force at point C is 15 kilonewton. Again listen carefully. Suppose you have to calculate the shear force at point C. Shear force means what? Algebraic sum of. Algebraic sum of. Algebraic sum means last plus 5 as it is, and then again you have to add the another point load at point C is plus 10 kilonewton, that is 15 kilonewton. Means again you have to draw the shear force diagram at point C. This is 5. Again consider this is the 10 kilonewton. Why we are going upward? Because this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. On that line you have to draw the lines. Okay. Similarly, you have to calculate the shear force at point A. Again, concept is shear force means what? Algebraic sum up. You have to write down the previous force, shear force plus 15 kilonewton, plus 15 kilonewton. Means in between C and A, again there is a no load. Then draw the horizontal line with the same magnitude, that is 10 kilonewton, and no need to add the fixed end reaction at in a last point. Just you have to check it whether at point A is got a 15 kilonewton shear force. How you can check? Our reaction is 15 and our final answer is 15, that is our shear force diagram is correct. Means here you got the positive shear force diagram at A, B cantilever beam, and then write down SFD in kilonewtons. Okay, this is your second step. The next one, step number 3, to draw BMD. And all of you know that BM means bending moment diagram, force into perpendicular distance. And I have already told you what is the sign convention in the previous. Upward take it positive, downward take it negative for calculating the bending moment. And one concept is what? For each point bending moment, you have to start from the free end. You have to start from the free end. And bending moment at free end is always 0. Note this point. Bending moment at free end always 0. Okay. Therefore for you have to draw again. You have to draw again baseline. Above the baseline positive bending moment, below the baseline negative bending moment. The one concept here you clear. Bending moment at free end is 0. Okay. Write down bending moment about point B is equal to 0 because free end. Correct. The next you have to calculate the bending moment about point C. Bending moment about point C. Consider this. I have already told to you each and every calculating the bending moment of each point, you have to start from the free end. Again start from the free end. Okay. Bending moment about point C, start from free end. Force moment means what? force into perpendicular distance. And what is the distance in between B and C is 1.5 meter. Means this B force goes to the downward. B force goes to the downward. Downward means minus 5 into 1.5 is equal to 7.5 kilonewton meter, minus 7.5 kilonewton. Okay, bending moment at point B is 0. Is it correct? Then bending moment at C point is minus. Minus means you have to draw the below the baseline. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Means here 7.5 kilonewton meter. In between B and C there is a no load. Means you have to draw the inclined straight line. Okay. No need to write the negative sign because below the baseline itself indicates the negative BM at a C. Okay. The next point is A point. Next point is A. To draw the bending moment about the point A. To draw the bending moment about the point A. Again, I have already told you the concept. To each point you have to start from the free end. You have to start from the free end. Again, free end minus 5. At free end force is minus 5 and perpendicular distance is 3 up to the A point. Let's see, this is the force is 5 kilonewton. Minus 5. Why minus? Because downward minus. This movement means force into perpendicular distance about that point. That point means A point. Minus 5 into 3. The next force in between B and A is 10 at point C. Again downward minus 10 into 1.5. Why 1.5? Because the distance between this minus 10 into at a point A is 1.5. That's why I am taken here 1.5. And this is equal to the minus 30 kilonewton meter. Why kilonewton meter? Because force is in kilonewton and distance is in meter. That's why bending moment is in kilonewton meter. Minus 30. Again, this is your A point. From A point below the baseline minus 0, 1, 10, 20 and 30. On that line you have to take a 30 kilonewton meter. Why here I am not taking the minus sign? Because below the baseline itself indicates that a negative, and in between A and C there is a no load. Then you have to draw the inclined straight line. And this is your complete negative bending moment diagram in kilonewton meter. Okay students, in the previous example we learn cantilever beam with a 1 point load. In this example we learn cantilever beam with a 2 point load, and the next example we learn cantilever beam with a 3 point load. I hope all of you understood the concept. Thank you.